Slayers. They're pretty cool. I've made quite a few videos on them already, and one Slayer in particular, that being Enderman Slayer. Enderman Slayer is one of, if not my favorite part of Hypixel Skyblock. And I've made it a mission to get the 9th level in Enderman Slayer, which is an exceedingly difficult task, especially when you're only doing tier 3s. Which is why I've made it my side goal to successfully kill a tier 4 Enderman. And that is what I shall do in this video today, with Abrio 1. In the previous video, you literally sold all your Enderman Slayer materials so that you could do Blaze Slayer with more efficiency, then proceeded to ramble on about how to kill a tier 3 Demon Lord, and then failed miserably, and then said you would try again by getting a Warden Helmet. And now you've sold all the materials you got in the previous video so that you could do Enderman Slayer again? What's going on? Well, dear viewer, you see, I did this cool thing called changing my mind. So yes, I did get a bunch of materials to do Blaze Slayer, but I quickly realized that a Warden Helmet probably wouldn't have been enough anyways. Like, at best, I would have made it to, like, the second split, but it wouldn't have even been enough anyways, and getting a Warden Helmet is a lot of work. And Enderman Slayer is more fun anyways, and the Judgment Core is way more valuable than like the Wilson's engineering plans. So I just got rid of the Iron minions and put the Inferno minions back. I don't really know why I just had nothing better to do. Maybe they'll drop an Apex without me ever fueling them. That's possible. Don't look it up. Yeah, just take my word for it. UPOV. Anyways, I'm back on the Enderman Slayer grind, and this time it's not going anywhere. I'm not going to stop diverting my attention to Enderman Slayer until this 7 says 9. So as I'm sure you've already noticed, I've already begun putting my plan into action. I purchased another Overflux, my second ever, put some Mana Disintegrators on it, and yeah, it does exactly what it did last time, basically making me unkillable in the face of a voidgloom Seraph. However, I did have a bit of money to spare back when I sold the Frost-Wisp, and so I bought a Fire Veil wand and put Ultimate Wise 5 and Elite 3 on it. I know it's really annoying to be that one guy who just roams around the Sepulchre using your Fire Veil wand, and it's like incredibly annoying and makes everyone upset, but like at the same time, it's so good. It's so helpful. So sorry if you're in my lobby and I annoy you. Also, this thing is now incredibly goated. I gave it a lot of extra enchantments, gemstone slots, I fuming potatoed it, I recombobulated it. It's yeah, it's very, very good now. It was already pretty good, but now it's just even better. So I'm totally happy with that, which definitely makes my damage go up a lot more. The third thing I did is I bought a mythic Enderman pet. My previous Enderman pet was epic, and so I turned it legendary and then turned it mythic, and it is really, really helpful. Also, nice. The last thing I did was I got my Final Destination armor up to 50,000 kills per piece. Except for the helmet. This helmet sucks. This helmet has been like 5,000 kills behind since its inception. I got it a little bit further ahead, but then I eventually got too lazy. So yeah, it'll just be behind forever. So with all those materials, I figured it would be really, really easy for me to kill a tier 4 Enderman. So yeah, let's see how that turned out. Alright, with all these items, my 50,000 kills, my Atom Split that is really, really good, my Fire Veil Wand, my Overflux, this thing won't stand a chance against me. Alright, let's do this. Prepare to die, voidgloom Seraph. Ah, your 100 hits though? Oh, wait. Wait, what? So it turns out it did, in fact, stand a chance. A very, very good chance. I didn't even make it past the first hits phase. My greatest attempt of all time, I made it like 1 million damage past the first hits phase, and that thing removed me from existence. So as you can clearly see from that, I need a lot of work. And I do mean a lot of work. Even like G6, P6 wouldn't help. Getting that Enderman pet to level 100 probably still wouldn't even be enough. I need so many things to even get me close. Like, that's the first hits phase. There's 2 more of those, and all my mana and stuff will be way depleted by the time I get the second hits phase, and then even more so the third hits phase. And I have to put the Overflux down again and all that stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of things I need to work. So, kinda desperately, and with little regard for my financial situation, I finally decided to reforge my equipment, which is something I had like never done just because it's so expensive. And I vaguely remember my friend getting waxed on his accessories a while back, and so I thought that was the right one. And then I realized it isn't the right one, because it gives crit chance and health, which is great for archers. But I'm not an archer. So after realizing I just burned a bunch of money putting waxed on my equipment, I bought the correct reforged stone, which was Searing Stone, and now all my things are strength. Another thing I decided to do is that I remembered that tier 4 doers typically have pigman swords, so I bought one of those. Tried using it for the tier 3 and only realized it really didn't help. It just kind of harmed because it costs more mana. So I sold it again, and yeah, now I still have 8 million coins. I spent a couple more on other things. Another third thing I decided to start working towards was a soul whip, because I know that that is very, very good for getting mana back in the middle of the fight during the spinny phase. The only small problem is that the soul whip requires fishing 26, and I'm not fishing 26, so I decided to try and remedy that, and I've been doing a lot of fishing. The Jerry Island update came out a couple days ago, and I mean, that's just free fishing XP. And so I took some time to go fish at Jerry's Island. I got the new reindeer pet. Pretty cool pet, actually, especially for fishing on Jerry's Island. Yeah, I mean, it obviously gives more sea creature chance, but this thing gives, like, way more fishing XP. Obviously, a soul whip and some reforged stones are not going to get me very far. So I'm kind of at a loss as to what to do. Another thing I was recommended was the Gloom Lock. Actually, a pretty good item. 40% of my health is decent. And I don't think it has a cooldown, right? Although it does cost a lot of mana and makes me deal less damage. But, that's like half my health almost. Back in a second. So, I'll take it. I don't have it yet, but in the event that I ever need one, I'll use it. So other than that, I've been researching lots of guides, although the thing about all those guides that they came out in like 2021, early 2022, and they don't really take into account basically the entirety of the Crimson Isles onward. And obviously even some of the newer ones that do take into account the Crimson Isles will take into account the summoning nerf. So I suppose I just have to keep on grinding. But I won't be deterred so easily, because I faced worse. No, actually I haven't, that's a lie. But even so, I'm still not deterred. I will figure this out, and I already have some more ideas as to what I need to get. First thing I think would be very helpful, Plasma Flux. As you can see from the Overflux, it gives me a decent 100 base mana regen, 2.5% healing per second, 5 vitality, and 5 mending with 25 strength, which is amazing. Obviously, this thing is amazing. This thing is the difference between me being able to do tier 3s and not being able to do tier 3s. I love this thing with a passion, but it can be better. A Plasma Flux. The Plasma Flux gives me 125% mana regen, 3% of max health per second, 7.5 vitality, 7.5 mend, and actually, now that I think about it, it's not too much better. You know what? I refuse to believe so. Every guide I've seen pretty much has said Plasma Flux, and honestly, I've seen what marginally better stats can do for a Skyblock non. I don't think I'll spend too much time on this one, but it's in the back of my mind. As well, the Gloom Lock is definitely an item that can help me, so I'll just add that to the list as well. Third thing, if we really are talking about marginally better stats, then I've got some very, very marginally better stats to get. As you can see, I'm currently Skyblock level 119, and at the next level, I get Skyblock level 120. So I get 10 health and also 1 whole strength. I mean, absolutely insane. 1 strength is going to make all the difference in my life. However, I also get the rare level prefix, which I honestly not even sure if I want. My name is the same shade of green as my level, so I feel like... Thank you, Traveling Zoo. I really appreciate that. Anyways, so I'm not entirely sure. However, it is for the flex. Having a blue name will give me a little bit more clout, and obviously Skyblock Nons cannot resist that juicy, juicy blue level, even if it does look kind of ugly. But maybe I'll just buy MVP just so that I can have a similar color. Oh, yep, interest, let's go. So I'm putting plenty of items into my museum, because the museum is just free Skyblock XP. And I've saved the last little bit of XP to do so on camera right now with you guys. So let's head on over. I don't even need to be an F5 for the recording. I can just have him do all the work. Alright, so as you can see, I currently need 46 more Skyblock XP in order to get to Skyblock level 120. So if you come over to my glorious statue right here, you can see that getting 46 Skyblock XP will require 6 more items in order to get enough XP to level up. So without further ado, let's put those items in the museum. That is it. Skyblock level 120. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. I'm a blue name now. Absolutely amazing. That cost me a couple more coins than I expected it to, but you know what? It's fine, because now I have a blue name and no one cares, because everyone else has blue names. There are literally 3 other people who already have blue names like me. It doesn't matter, and now it also just kind of doesn't match anymore. Was this worth it? No. But I'm a skyblock nod, I'm used to it. Alright, and that's it for today's video. I know it's a bit on the shorter side, but it was really only meant to be an update video to explain what I've been doing in skyblock while I wrapped up the Witherstorm saga, so that in my next video, when I actually do more Enderman Slayer commentaries, you guys won't be like, oh my god, what happened, and be all surprised at all of the crazy new things I've accomplished. Because explaining all those would be enough to make up a whole video. And here I am, making that video right now. Either way, if you guys did enjoy this quick little update video about what I've been up to, be sure to like and subscribe for more, and I shall see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.